My name is Christofer Rodelo. I am 23 years old and I am a Ph.D. student at Harvard University in the American Studies program. I am originally from Ontario, California, and identify as queer Latino. I think throughout my childhood, there are moments of queerness where I would feel, a certain attraction towards something, or a certain sort of affectation that I would have, or a certain mannerism that I would do. But I think I wasn't really willing to admit that to myself until I went to college, and when I actually started meeting other people who were openly gay and queer and complicated all of those, one's sexual gender identity. Then I started seeing, this is where I'm at. No, I think there weren't any explicit pressures that where I grew up. No one was overtly homophobic in my family. I would say it's more maybe friends saying somewhat homophobic things, perhaps. I think for me, I just felt this need to be very put together and very polished, and I guess at that time, being queer or being gay didn't factor into that rhetoric. Until I saw other people who were openly gay or queer and who were successful and kind of owned themselves. But I really didn't have those types of figures growing up. It wasn't until I went to college and met my peers and professors and just people. I think that's where I got the courage to own myself. I think coming out, or whatever term you use, and I still sort of, I don't necessarily adhere to the coming out model. For me, it's more I am who I am type of thing. I guess I see it as a practice, right? In terms of, whereas before I would maybe not wear a certain article of clothing, or express an interest in a certain type of music or film or whatever. Now I feel more open to doing that, and I think it's related to sort of a redefined definition of my masculinity as well. It's not, I see it as those as my sexuality and my gender identity as really intimately linked. So I can sort of do and hold myself in the way I want to without, I guess, kind of throwing away these social norms to the side. They exist, of course, but for me it's just I know I have ownership of what I can do with myself. But that's a practice. It takes time to kind of accrue that sense of yourself. That isn't just apparent. It wasn't apparent for me.
So tell me why you are so drawn to academia and why you're pursuing your Ph.D. and what you hope to do about it.
Yeah.
And how did you even believe that you could be doing that?
Sure. So, for me, I'm a first-gen college student. I never really met any professor before I went to college. I met, maybe here and there, but it wasn't really until I went to college I saw professors who I could identify with, and that was really key. Having faculty of color, having Latino and Asian American, Black, queer faculty who are researching really interesting topics and who actually care about advising and mentoring students. So for me, my freshman year of college at Yale, I took a course with this professor, Alicia Camacho, who's this Chicana feminist scholar, and she still kind of pulled me aside. She's you ask really good questions. Have you ever thought of being an academic? And I was no, I don't know what that is. I need to make money. I was an econ major at the time. But with time I realized, I can actually, I do want to do this, and I can make a living. It's not as apparent as working a 9-to-5 job right after college, but it's something I can both support my family, support myself, and also something I'm passionate about. And I'm still, so I just finished my first year of my Ph.D. program in American Studies at Harvard. So I'm still figuring out exactly what my topics' interests are. But for me, it's having the experiences to being paid to read and write and think and to teach is something I wouldn't have it any other way. It's an incredible privilege. And for me, I sort of thrive when I see people doing things, seeing exemplars I can look up to. And when I came across Honor 41, I was just sort of floored by these narratives of folks who are doing all kinds of great work in a variety of contexts. And it's this is, we're out here, we're doing our thing in whatever way we're doing it. And to have it archived and available to the public is a really powerful tool for people to keep on learning wherever they are. And for me, it's a great privilege to have this honor of speaking, being recognized at Honor 41. Like I said before, this is all work that we're doing in our own kind of way, and we're trying making things better in whatever context, wherever we're going, and just to be recognized and to be inspired. I see it as just being true to yourself and just owning yourself, right? That you are in control of your own life. You're your own best advocate. I firmly believe that if you're not going to champion yourself first and foremost, and whatever other people try to help you, you can't. It's not going to work out. I think when talking to like younger folks, people I mentor, different places, that just sort of finding who you are at your core and like nourishing that and not letting go of that is really important.